Hello everybody! I'm back for another spiritual lesson. We are talking about cacao. Just kidding. No. Today we're actually going to go over 3 common mistakes that people make when they are doing their shielding and their protection work. My name is Z. I'm the fairy medicine woman. I've been a spiritual teacher, spiritual activist for over a decade, and I teach people how to harness their gifts and use them ethically so that they can live in a more aligned life and also make an impact in the world. This is like foundation 101 of what you should know in order to navigate the spiritual realm. I'm very distracted. In order for you to protect yourself and allow for your manifestations to come in, you have to be able to... What is happening? There's so many distractions. Shielding and protection is one of the first things that you need to learn how to master, to know to protect your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Your protection work is actually going to evolve. I don't know what's happening. This is a lot. Your spiritual practice, why bother? Your spiritual protection and shielding practices are going to evolve based on where you are at on your spiritual journey, because the more you dabble in the spiritual realm, the more you're going to need to know how to protect yourself for different circumstances, which brings me to number 1. Use the wrong protection practice situation, like they just don't match up. You are in a state of ascension and you really need to stay grounded because you're receiving a lot of energy or maybe some spiritual attacks, but then you go and use a protection that is like only really going to protect your physical body and not really your spiritual body. People don't know of the different types of protection practices that you can have, so they end up using the same thing over and over and over again. While yes, you can do that, eventually you're going to need something very specific for the type of energy that you might be addressing, or the type of person, or the type of spirit, or the type of environment that you are in. Each energy is a little bit different. Each circumstance is different. Each person is different, and everybody's access is different. It is based on the herbal plants that you are also around. So it changes so much. Oh my gosh, another alarm. But really, you're using the wrong thing. It's like putting a circle toy into a square hole, right? It's not gonna work. It worked for that situation, but now you're in a different situation. It's kind of like clothing. It's like, do you need the right spiritual clothing in order to go to that event? Externalized protection. A lot of people think that if they just do physical things around them, like clearing their space, getting rid of stuff, cleaning their shoes, jumping into water, or working with elements is going to be the only way that you can protect yourself. No. The way to protect yourself is to also do your healing work, which is what we go over a lot in Z's School for the Gifted. That's why I have it. Same reason why I have More Than Worthy and the Divine Academy. So if you're interested in joining any of those, you can book a consultation chat. The link is going to be in the description below. Like sometimes you will see it if folks are wearing like a lot of crystals, or they're a little paranoid around like energies attaching to them. But that's because they haven't fully healed what's inside of them, so they don't attract those types of energies. Necklaces, jewelry, symbols, little charms are only helpful when you can hold the right frequency, because they are tools to enhance the energy that you already have and will only work for so long. Like that's why maybe if you have like a mojo bag or something, you have to feed it, right? You have to give it more energy, but you are a consistent flow of energy that you can harness all the time. And so you might as well master your way of existing in the world. So your first line of defense is what you think, how you feel, and how you are. And the third and final one, which is one of my favorites, is you're just inconsistent. I know that seems like an obvious one, but time and time again, so many people will come to me, talk to me about why things aren't working in their life, and like when you really start to dig into it, it's like, oh, not only are you probably not very good at the practice, like maybe you're still learning it, but also you're incredibly inconsistent. Not doing your practices every single day is what's going to attract that low frequency energy, right? Because the bigger your light is, the more you're going to attract. And if you're a healer, I always say, like, it's our job to also attract low frequency energies, because we are healers. We're healers, we're supposed to help people heal. So you have to adjust your shielding and your protection to go along with that phase of life. So just remember that as you are building your own spiritual practices. And also, the brighter your light is, the more healing you are doing, the longer your shielding and protection should be. We're going to be going over shielding and protection this week in Z School for the Gifted. So if you are interested, I highly recommend you be there. There's a theme every single week. Last week we did Tarot 101, so I taught about the tarot deck, ethics, kind of the psychology behind it, how they can use it, and then everybody got some practice as well. And now we have a private chat for the group that is growing, and so you also have access to a community that is going to be there to support you through all of that. And you get a first chance like look of all the things I'm creating for the community. But the important part on your spiritual journey is to be around folks who are going through the same thing that you are going through. Again, the link is going to be in the description. These are 3 common things. So just to sum it up: wrong protection for the wrong situation. You have externalized protection and not actually doing your internal work. And the third one is you're just not as consistent as you need to be. When you have all those 3 things aligned, you are naturally not going to attract as much low frequency energy. You'll be a lot happier, you'll be a lot brighter, your manifestations will come in faster, and you'll be able to ascend spiritually. So you'll also be able to work with other ascended masters and ancestors and guides who are there to teach you, because you have the spiritual hygiene to be able to handle the energy. My name is Z, I'm the Fairy Medicine Woman. If you want to join any of my classes, the link is going to be below in the description, and I am here to help you. All right, my friends, I will see you later. All the distractions are gone now, so I'm gonna exit too, now that it's quiet. Bye!